Hello my lovely friends, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm gonna do an update of my May themed birthday journal. I thought it would be kind of fun to give you guys just a little bit of an update. What I've been doing is I haven't really worked in it per se as like a journal, like the memory keeping part of the journal. Hello, Sophie. Hello. But I've sort of gone in and just, I've sort of created the, what do you call it? The foundation. Let's just call it the foundation. So I thought it would be fun to just do a quick flip through with you and show you. I've got some pockets in here and I've put a ton of journal cards and all that kind of thing. But before we get started, I wanted to share with you a teeny tiny little haul that I got at the Goodwill today. And because in the last video I talked about food, some of my favorite foods, and how I'm incorporating food into my month of May journal, because this is celebrating all of the things that I love. And so when you see the books that I got, you'll know why I got them. But I found this cute little set of Japanese dolls, these super cute rubber stamps. They look brand new for like $2.50. I couldn't believe it. From 2009 from Hero Arts. And I have a friend who used to live in Japan, and I love to incorporate little things from Japan when I send her Happy Mail and postcards. So I thought this would be a total score to use for her Happy Mail. And then look, a tiny little guide of pasta. Now, for the rock bottom price of $2.29, I absolutely could not resist this, because I thought this would be not only delicious and wonderful to look at, but I thought these cards would be the perfect size to use as journal cards, right? So I could just tear these out. I don't know, will it come out? Yeah. So then I could just cover up the back, right? And then use this as a journal card, and then have this delicious pasta as a journal card in my journal. Tomato, garlic, red peppers, roasted. Oh. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so I was super excited to find this. And these will last me forever. Oh, look at that one. That looks delightful. Oh, yeah, I've never met a noodle I didn't like, I have to say. So that was a total score. And then this, 50 favorite recipes for potato salad. And once again, I have never met a potato I didn't like. So this is great. Now, this, again, was a real bargain at $3.29. I don't know. I mean, some of these recipes I'm definitely going to make note of, because Milosh and I really do love a good potato salad, especially in the summer. But I really liked the photography here. And these are obviously too big for, these are too big for journal cards. But I certainly thought that some of these images would be great in other journals. Because I mean, look at that. Oh, the food of my people. Yeah, I do love potatoes. I could give up a lot of things, but not potatoes. Anyways, I was very excited to find these. I think these will be great additions. And the other thing I thought about was some of these recipes, I like that they don't necessarily use the full page. So depending on, well, now this one does, but a lot of them, when I was flipping through it there, I thought, you know, I could cut these out and maybe these would fit in this journal as a sort of, you know, recipes to keep, to look back on and be like, oh, I could try that. And then it would be a way of sort of adding to the memory keeping, as a way of, you know, recording what I thought about how these turned out. Pesto potato salad. I mean, count me in. They have beans, but I would use asparagus. Anyways, I'm sorry if you're hungry. Okay, let's get into the, yeah, $2.49. And this was 2009. I like it when things have dates on them. That's very helpful. I don't know why, but it just seems kind of helpful to know when those things came out. Okay, so like I said, I have just added in stuff in here. I haven't, since we did the last video where I did the collage here, I've only sort of basically cut and paste stuff in to use as we go along for the rest of the month. And of course, I'm looking at the calendar and I'm like, TikTok woman, it's the 12th of May today. Like, we got to get this party going or May's going to be over with, right? So there's some things in here that I've already added in where I'm going to be sort of writing about things that are coming up that obviously, as we do in our journals, that are important to me. And breathing, which you would think would be the most natural thing in the world, I have decided that from going forward, I really need to pay better attention to using breath and breath work to really help deal with my stress and my anxiety as a rule, as far as when I get, all wound up, I am a clencher. I hold my breath on some level. I mean, we've talked about this in other videos. Some people clench their jaw and their shoulders. I'm a real stomach clencher, and I tend to really, breathe really high up in my chest. Like, I don't hold my breath, but I find that when I'm, having a bit of a moment, that when I feel where the tension is in my body and where I'm holding all of the stress, it tends to be full on stomach and short, shallow breathing. So I've been reading a lot about doing different kinds of breath work to really bring down that sort of fight or flight response that we go to, right, when we're really wound up. And I don't have high blood pressure per se, but I really have to watch. Everybody in my family has high blood pressure. So I've been reading a lot about breath work and doing different but very simple breathing exercises to try and help with blood pressure, stress levels, anxiety levels, and all of that thing. So that's a big deal for me for the month of May, is really trying to just make that breathing, that better kind of breathing, second nature, right? So as we're working in, you're going to see that I'm going to be putting in, lots of relaxing floral images of lungs, because again, you would think that breathing should just be something, but no, I'm not great at that. I'm not great at being able to use breath to really help calm my nervous system. So that's why that's there. And I already put something underneath that says, some things are out of your control, but not your breath. I was like, yes, remember to breathe. So then, I just went and had a total blast doing a bunch of fussy cuts, large fussy cuts that I'm going to be using for journaling on the back of, for hidden journaling, right? And then I'd like to do a bunch of these little quotes. Somewhere did I cut them out already? Like, I have these little things here that I thought would be fun, just like I did here. Use a little bit of washi tape and just put something underneath it. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the advent calendars that we used to get when we were kids for Christmas. And you would open up the little door, and I mean, these days you open up the little door and there's a candy or a chocolate or a little gift or something in it. When we were little, you would open up the door and there would just be like a little photo or a little quote about Christmas. So I thought this kind of thing would be kind of fun. So here, and this is the part where you find out who you are. And then I just put in underneath there a little whoopee with the gals laughing as just a way to remind myself, like, don't forget to laugh, right? Don't forget to laugh, because, you know, if you don't laugh, you're going to cry, right? As the saying goes. So, yeah, I'm excited about this. I think this is going to be very good for me. And then, because I really can't get enough of super duper large fuzzy cuts and really cute vintage squirrels, I thought that would be great to just tuck back in there and underneath the little belly band here, just to keep his little feet down. So I don't really know what's going to go where in this. This was just sort of, you know, this was just sort of me going in and kind of color coordinating things a little bit and basically setting myself up now to go in and actually put the stuff in the stuff and the stuff behind the stuff and that kind of thing. So then I decided I'd saved some pages from different children's books. So I dug out a bunch of those. So just got a little pocket there. And then I just created a little sort of fold over tuck spot there. And so one of the things that I do want to also include in this are different things that I'm inspired by, things that I found on the internet, through Google search, through Pinterest, or whatever. I am feeling the call to start sewing for myself again, which I have to say I'm very surprised about, because it's sort of a long story, but I never really thought that I would want to start sewing again. But never say never, as they say. So I want to make myself some cute little summer smocks and some cute little summer aprons. So I'm going to be putting in some stuff in there, or in here, that I am inspired by, that I actually might try and make for myself. And then I've got this little photo that I printed out on sticker paper. This is me when I was 9. This is grade 4. Okay, so we've got that. And I printed out some vintage, what do you call it? Birthday cards. So we'll use those there as journal spots. And I had bought a whole batch of vintage photos in the wintertime. So I dug those out too. And I mean, how cute is she? I think she's adorable. She looks like she would be a very nice person to hang out with. Anyways, 1963, and then on the back it says Sherry, 14. I was like, hey Sherry, how's it going? I love your glasses. She doesn't look 14 to me. She looks older for sure. But anyways, so I thought it would be fun to incorporate some of the vintage photographs that I got in this. And then we just got that there. So yeah, I just sort of went in and tried to coordinate things. And you guys know that I love to use old planner, daytimer pages. And then it looks like I put some stuff already on the back here. May 20... Oh, yeah. Things I'm thankful for. My body and my health. Our home. Quiet street. Of course, Sophie and Lucy, my dad's health and safety, a fridge full of healthy food, a working washing machine and dryer. Okay, we lived for years and years and years and years in an apartment that did not have laundry. So even though we've lived here for 10 years, it still is not lost on me the absolute luxury that it is to be able to go and do laundry when you want at any given time of the day, and you don't have to go to a laundromat and all that kind of thing. So, and a working washing machine, because we all know the absolute terror that strikes into the heart of someone whose washing machine has decided not to work. So, I'm definitely thankful for that. I mean, it's crazy that it's, you know, it's one of those things, right? Like you just... So we take these things for granted, right? That we have the washing machine. But if you've lived without a washing machine on your premises for a long time, there's nothing better, let me tell you. And then I just wrote money in the bank, all of the hard lessons, and a warm, safe bed. Because there are people out there that do not get to go to sleep in a comfortable, warm, safe bed. So I'm very grateful and thankful for that. So then on this side, I just thought it would be fun to just create a pocket here. And then that way I can, I don't know if I'll use this. This is just sort of plain and boring. But I thought this would be a nice way of tucking maybe some Happy Mail or something in there. And then I have the envelope here, but I'm not covering up the really pretty rows of the wallpaper. And then I always love a tag on the side like that. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. And then here I just indulged my love of putting paper on top of paper on top of paper, right? So I'm going to be printing off a lot of photographs and things like that this month. So I thought this would be a nice way of putting the photograph on the back and then just writing something a little bit about what was going on, why I took the photograph, etc., right? And then here again, just I had some fun with putting paper on top of paper. So we'll see where this takes us. And I just got these tags here. And put that there. You know, because this way I thought this just sort of gives me a jumping off point. And I'm not spending all my time trying to figure out what I'm cutting out, what I'm putting where. Basically, it's sort of like, it's all there. Now I just have to put in the details and everything, right? So then we've got some, journal cards here. Do I need to pull this down a little bit? Sorry. Stick that underneath there, like that. And yes, I'll be using the number 26 quite a bit because the 26th is my actual birthday. And then indulging my absolute love of vintage fashion. I love this. There was a time where I totally would have worn this whole outfit. I just think this is gorgeous. Again, that just gets tucked underneath there, and then underneath the M, just to sort of hold this larger tag down. I wish gloves would come back in a big way. I have a suitcase full of vintage gloves, and I love them. I think they're so pretty. Some days I think I was born too late. I was born in the wrong decade as far as fashion goes. And then again, we have tags on top of tags, which you guys know I absolutely love to do. And this is a copy of the 17 magazine of my birthday month and my birthday year, without giving away too many secrets. 50 cents. Yeah, I said in the last video where we were putting all of this together that every year for my birthday, my aunt would send me a subscription to 17 magazine, and I kept them. And then one day, I don't know where I was, but my dad did this whole thing where he was like, I'm cleaning out the basement. And I came home and all the 17 magazines were gone, and I just about died. I would kill for them now. I think there had to have been probably 8 years worth of magazines, 17 magazines down there. You know? Anyhow, onwards. So, again, with things that I'm inspired perhaps to make and sew. I love this slip cover. And we do have a chair that at some point is going to need some attention. And so I cut this out. This came from Pinterest, and I love these big, bold, floral patterns that she's put all together. And I have made several slip covers in my day, and they are quite a bit of work. However, if it wasn't something that I had to do in a day, I might be tempted to try this. I'm going to see what fabrics I can find. Because I think what makes this, in my opinion, look so wonderful and beautiful is it's the right combination of the colors of the roses. So that, maybe, maybe not, I don't know. And I feel the need to perhaps make myself a couple of aprons this summer. So I thought this would be kind of fun to stick in here. And I did go a little bit crazy with the brads in this because, I don't know, for some reason I want to put things in the journal that swirl up. I don't know, I can't explain it. So then again, some tuck spots here. I just sort of like the way this paper looked. And I like the idea of the taller paper hides the back of the brad there. And of course we're going to be incorporating as many images of Siamese cats as I can possibly fit in here. So that's just the start. And then, yeah, I thought it would be kind of fun to work with some tiny tags and have some tiny pockets. So I just stuck that there. We'll put something, I'm not sure what, because I will do a journal with me video as I'm working through this. So you guys will see, you know, how we sort of decorate this, and I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Now this I saw on Pinterest, and I thought this was a great idea. I will show you the photo that I found on Pinterest. She had taken all of these really tiny little bits of paper and written on them. And then so I love the way that her image looks, where there's all those tags sticking out. So that's what we're going to do with this. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So I thought, you know, during the rest of the month, maybe I could just, I don't know whether it's a quote or just an idea that I had, right? And then, yeah, you have all these thoughts coming out of her head, which I thought was brilliant. And I absolutely love this eyeshadow. Love it. So then I got one of my postcards here that I just taped in as a separate tip out. So maybe, I don't know, turn it into an envelope, or not an envelope, but put a, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, like put something like this, turn it into a pocket maybe. We'll see. And then I did print out a bunch of vintage birthday cards that we use as tuck spots. So I thought that was kind of fun and made. I did make a couple envelopes out of printed paper, so we'll see what we can do with those. And you guys know from my last video how much I love all things British. So this was a page from an old vintage book about England from the 60s. So I thought it would be kind of fun to print out the words to God Save the Queen. And this is the front of a stamp pack. Canada Post did these really nice commemorative stamps for her Platinum Jubilee in 2022. And so I saved the cover of all the packs of stamps that I bought. So I thought she would make a fun tuck spot there. And who doesn't love a double-decker bus? And then, again, this is me. I think I was 5 here. It occurred to me that maybe this was the dress that I wore to my first day of school. I'm not sure why I think that, but I do. But anyways, I thought that would be kind of fun to sort of, you know, blow me up, as they say, and make a little tuck spot with something there. And then next to Lily of the Valley, you guys know how much I love lilacs. And they're just starting to really, really pop. We have 3 mini lilac, they're called dwarf lilac bushes. I think they'll grow to about 4 feet, and then that's it. But there's about 3 or 4 days in May when they are at the peak of the brilliance of their scent. I mean, it's so gorgeous. And the scent is so strong that I can smell it in the living room near the front door. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. So that had to go in there as part of my homage to lilacs, right? And how much I love the smell. I think May is the best smelling month of the year. And then again, I indulged my great enjoyment of using old planner pages. Meet Me in the Meadow. How pretty is that? So that just gets tucked in there. And I was just playing around with color coordinating some pinks and some greens. Pink and green is one of my favorite color combinations. This was one of my doilies. I scanned it in and then printed it out. So we'll do something fun on the back of that. And then here, I thought at first I was going to put some tape here, and then this was going to be a tuck spot. But for whatever reason, I don't know, I decided not to commit. So that just goes there for now till we see what we're going to do with it. And as we come to the middle, I haven't done anything here yet. And then on this side, again, from that same planner, that's just going to be a pocket there. I thought that was super cute. And you guys know that I love hares. So I really like this image of the girl standing on the hair there. And one of my favorite little poems, Pussycat, Pussycat, where have you been? I have been to London to visit the Queen. Pussycat, Pussycat, what did you there? I frightened a little mouse under her chair. And sometimes I say that to the girls when they come in from outside. I'm like, Pussycat, Pussycat, where have you been? And of course they never tell me. And because it is Gemini season, and I am a Gemini, for good or for bad, the sign of Gemini is the twins. So we will be incorporating some fun imagery of twins in this journal. And so when I did a Google search for twins, this of course came up right away. And this is from The Shining, which it occurred to me the other day, for all of my love of scary movies, not gory or gross, but scary, I have not seen The Shining in its entirety. And I was like, how have I not seen this movie from start to finish? So I think that should be something that should be on my May list, is to watch this movie. And then, yeah, again, just some fun fussy cuts. I'm not really sure if that's going to stay there. We'll see. And then I couldn't resist. I absolutely love, this is from a 1960s cookbook. So it's got this gorgeous pink cake full of strawberries and then the lily of the valley tucked all the way around underneath the plate. I thought was quite brilliant. So again, sort of color coordinating some pinks and some greens, and you know, maybe we'll see where we get with it, but we'll sort of pull that together more. And then on this side, we've got some Raggedy Ann and Andy. I have a few more of these, and these have a bit of a soft spot for me because when I was 6, my birthday present was a Raggedy Ann and a Raggedy Andy doll, and I couldn't have been happier. So that holds a soft spot, definitely. So that just gets tucked in there. I'm not sure exactly, like I said. I don't know. We'll maybe glue that there, or it could create a pocket. I don't know. We'll see. And then Holly Hobby. This came from a Holly Hobby book, which I absolutely adored as a child. I loved everything Holly Hobby. And I did get a Holly Hobby doll one year. I think for Christmas I got. Anyways, I loved her illustrations. So we just have a pocket there. I thought maybe we could put some Happy Mail or something in there from the month. Same here. I thought this was a gorgeous illustration. And so we'll just, I just turned it into a pocket. We'll see what happens. And again, indulging my love of vintage and brads. I don't know what it is that lights me up, but I just like this. I think this is so much fun. So we'll stick something fun underneath there. And of course, polka dots are my favorite. Love, love, love polka dots. Here's another of the vintage the vintage greeting card, right? So we'll just stick maybe some Happy Mail or a postcard or something underneath there like that. And I like that this was covered up the back of the brad. Not that it's the worst thing in the world, you know, to see the back of a brad, but I thought if I can cover it up and create a tuck spot at the same time, why not? And then again, more Lily of the Valley. Let's tuck something in there, maybe some Happy Mail. And this was, again, a fussy cut of a vintage birthday card that I sort of made big and printed it, and then we got that there. Now, for the food portion of my journal, I'm sorry if you're hungry, but be prepared. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be indulging in my absolute favorite foods, whether it's recipes or photos or who knows where this will take us. But scalloped potatoes. I absolutely love scalloped potatoes. As I've said, I've never met a potato I didn't like. And again, now, pierogies, the food of my people. Never met a pierogi I didn't like either. So, I thought it would be fun. I just Googled some images and borrowed them from the internet. And I thought these would make really great tuck spots for something. I'm not sure what. But, so, favorite foods. Potatoes of all kinds. Pierogies are just fancy potatoes with cheese in them. And they're absolutely delicious. And a great excuse to have some sour cream. And then we've got another one of these, which again, I couldn't resist putting in. And then another one of those photos from that packet of photos that I got from eBay where Sherry came from. So this I just put up in the corner because again, this hid the back of the brad a little bit. And I thought this is, you know, an upper corner little tuck spot is always kind of fun. And then that way I still see the pretty rose from the wallpaper. A plate of pasta. Enough said. And to add to the favorite dishes, macaroni and cheese. So, yum is it. I mean, the thing is, I don't eat these things all the time. I wish I could. And you know, one of the things about getting older is your metabolism has a few things to say about some of these foods. So I thought to myself, well, you know, maybe I don't eat macaroni and cheese as much as I used to and as much as I like. But that doesn't mean I can't admire it from afar. Anyways, that's a conversation. Metabolisms. That's a conversation for another day. But anyways, we'll see. We'll see what we do with this. I don't know. I just thought it was fun to stick it in there. And then, Queen Victoria. Her birthday is the 24th of May. So we'll do something fun for her birthday. We have a national holiday in Canada. For her birthday, we celebrate, well, you know, not too many people still celebrate her birthday, but we have a long weekend before her birthday. So we call it the May 2-4 weekend. And yeah, it's, you know, it's sort of the first big holiday weekend that sort of kicks off the quote-unquote summer season, right? And then it wouldn't be a May happy birthday journal without a big fat plate of spaghetti, because spaghetti is also one of my favorites. So, we'll see. And yes, it is delicious. That just goes without saying, right? So, we're coming near to the end. I think I couldn't resist this little fawn. How cute is she? Just tucked up there with her little Bambi spots on there. So, I left some of this stuff open because I think what we'll do is maybe I'll put some Happy Mail in here. I already got some postcards from my pen pals in Russia, and I found some birthday cards that I had put in another book, but I ripped them out of the book because I didn't like how I had put them in. So I thought some of these other birthday cards from other years might be kind of fun to tuck in here or tuck around here or something like that. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, I didn't do anything with these here. We'll just play that by ear. So yeah, so that's that. That is sort of my update on the May birthday journal. I'm really super happy with how this has turned out so far. Am I in frame? Yes, we are. Here we go. I feel like now everything's sort of in place, and now it's just about the details, right? Like, it's just about figuring out, you know, collecting some stuff. Although today is the 12th, right? So it's kind of like, let's go, sister, TikTok. We got to get working on this before the month is over. So we'll see what I collect and things that I can find that I want to put in here. I know I'm going to be taking a bunch of photos and printing them off. That was something that I really wanted to incorporate in the memory keeping aspect of this, is working more with a visual of photos and writing about why I took the photos, when I took the photos, and having that to, you know, sort of go back on later on. So that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that, as always, you know, the reason why we share these and why we all love these flip through videos is in hopes that they will inspire you, that something you will see in this will be like, oh, I like that. Maybe I'll do that, or maybe I'll try that, or whatever it is, right? Maybe you need some food photos of your favorite foods in your journal. Because, you know, we tend to concentrate on flowers and those sorts of things. But I think a good journal should really have more potatoes in it, quite frankly. Even if for whatever reason you can't eat the potatoes, doesn't mean you can't admire the potatoes, right? So, okay. Let's see where this takes us. I'm excited. I'm excited to do my breathing exercises and to get going and really enjoying the month. So, I'm going to leave it there for now, and I will come back probably at the end of the week, and we'll do a journal with me, and I'll collect. I have some stuff cut out here. I have some Happy Mail. I have some other things that I've been saving, and, you know, we'll do a journal with me video where we start putting in all of the sort of the good stuff and working on the details. So until then, thank you for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it. And as I say at the end of all videos, speak kindly to yourself, enjoy your journal process, and until the next video, take care, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye. Oh, here's a oh no, it's not Sophie, it's Lucy. Hello, Lucy. Would you like to say hello? Are you looking for some snacks? Is that what's happening? Yeah? What are you doing? Is it raining outside? No, it's not raining. Okay, we're gonna go. Yeah, you're just gonna show your tail? Okay. Thanks again, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, if you like this video, please give it a little thumbs up. Okay, see you later.